IIRM, creating leaders, augmenting industry needs.
Let's welcome our principal of IIRM, Dr. VVK Mohan, sir.
Insurance. I wanted to start this podcast with the topic of insurance as
whose perspective the industry is all about. Okay, I would like to focus on the Gen Z.
Apart from the student's perspective, if we have to take the consumer's point of view, let's say,
Definitely educate them in terms of what is insurance, what they need to look when they are actually picking up a policy. Obviously, a person may not.
Today, we are so excited to our podcast, The B Cube, Build Them Up or Discussions, where our mentors will become our life coaches.
So now I want to speak about the most currently happening topic, basically about AI. So now we are seeing the AI taking away jobs. Many employees or school, even students, from employees to students, everybody keep using AI for everything. And I don't have to say specifically how much our college uses AI as well.
But it's an ecosystem. Yeah. So, see, by nature, human being all the easy methods of doing whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
And they don't have so much of innovation.
Yes.
Correct. This is one such innovation where it helps you in your, the most unfortunate part is the thought process. Okay. So if you try to help you in a thought process, then what will happen? Your thinking capability will come, which is an USP of a human being. So you need to know how to use AI to what extent. Never ever allow a technology to take over you. I'll tell you. AI can do all whatever you want, but it can't sell one product to you. Correct? If you want to do it,
Yeah.
it can't market the product. It can't bring happiness to a particular customer in conversation and all. Rest all, it's all tool. So that human difference will come into picture. So AI, yes, it is disrupting. Everybody is using it, helps you a lot. And it eases your seeking of information or processing information. And wherever there are mundane, repetitive processes are there. So it's actually replacing them. But today you find it's got into many areas. Like the entire creative field, people are using AI.
Yes, sir.
And you know that it is not true also. That's the talent. Okay, acting, you have very good takes your time, but you have got a lot of reels made out of AI. Okay, deepfake technologies are there. So many things are coming in. So you are using, like other day, some content writer who's been very good for the past or decade suddenly said, now AI has just replaced him. Okay, fine. But it is not so different. You still have your own spark to write different content.
Yes.
So that you can beat it that way also. So while it disrupts, over dependence is not what I like. Like students and all, today there are too many activities for themselves. Time management is an issue. So given that so many interests,
Yes.
AI helps them to do it faster.
Yes, sir.
I agree with you.
But the sad part is when they ask to explain, they can't. They are on the submission part of it.
Yeah. Feel that AI is a lifesaver, but only in the short span of time. Tomorrow, everything that's done.
For submission, it is okay.
Yes, sir. Only.
When you ask to explain your girl, to create the PPT, it's fine. No, explain the PPT, you will not help.
Yes, sir.
So that's where you need to have a difference in terms of that.
So, Bharat, you mentioned about the AI-based videos, deepfakes, and all that being made. So, recently we had the Super Bowl in USA, and also I have seen ads where companies are making, like the mention as Anthropic, which has made ads based on AI. So now, if AI is in the industry where they're spending one ad costs around $8 million for Super Bowl, and they're using AI ads for it. So, what is your view on it?
See, AI reduces certain costs. The reason why, see, for example, like say, we are in this podcast, right? Now you can create the entire podcast using AI also.
Whatever see real, no?
We can create the entire thing for a bit, but of course it can't be an hour.
Yes.
To create a 1 hour content, it takes a lot of time. But definitely about 30-second reel can be made,
Yes.
where the characters look very real and what is that being said in the environment and all. Okay. So these are short term. See what will happen whenever he has a disruption. There is the initial shake-up of the entire industry. Everything gets shaken up. But what will happen after a couple of years? This get normalized. Everything people will get used to that. It's like when we were not having, let's say, take a aviation industry. Okay? Earlier, we were not used to air travel 10 years back, 15 years back.
Yes.
Today, a single drop of a hat, irrespective of the income category. Okay, earlier it was supposed to be something special. People used to fall their baggage tag and then keep going around, telling that, okay, I just came in a flight. Today it's so common. So that has happened as a disruption to start with. And people started using it. Okay, so this is what will happen. AI will also come down after some time. It is something else will start up. Technology is always about improving itself, and we get adjusted. And ultimately, who created the technology?
People, humans, yeah.
Therefore, we will again have an upper part. Though there is a part cell one day which will overtake us, and I don't think we will allow it to happen.
Yes. Well, if we use it as an opportunity to upskill ourselves, then definitely we can be.
See, efficiencies matter anywhere. Yes. Efficiency matter because of competition.
Yes.
Efficiency matter because of the price related issues. All that. Therefore, you require.
Yes.
You require innovation. Sometimes you can't think. AI help. So these are the areas where you can look at it. Afterwards, it becomes normal. So my take is, yes, right now, in think, it is definitely disrupting. Certain rules are getting changed. One rule which I don't think it should ever change anybody is in the marketing space. That's my take. AI can't do marketing.
Apart from marketing, you feel like, this space AI cannot enter. Like, or the human can do this.
AI will enter whereas there is a repetitive process where certain already databases are already. So I'll tell you one simple example. Today AI will play in coding. Okay. Now what will happen to see a YouTube? If you want to, suppose if I am not getting a problem of something that's stuck. So what I'll do, go to YouTube and ask her, is there a solution? You have a podcast which will tell this is how you should have a problem. So it was there earlier as a visual media and other. AI is grabbing that and then putting it to you.
Yes.
So that's it. So if that content disappears, where is AI? If that is not yet, can he? I mean, honestly, I tried a couple of things where there are no answers in AI.
Okay. Experimenting.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
He tried to Greek it so way that it hangs on.
See, it takes time, this, that, and all that. In certain dimensions, does it?
So, just to ask a little funny question. So, what is the most very creative reason that the student gave for not doing the proper analysis of a case study? Is there any such creative or maybe very humorous reason they give?
No, I don't know. I have not even remember. Okay, best is, I think, I don't know, but I can just tell one great reason. As I was reading the case, it was so heavy on me. I disbursed. I couldn't do anything further.
Yes.
But to be the case studies and all that are require a little more, urge to do that, to solve it. Okay, if that urge is not there, it is superficial.
Yes.
So it's about indigence. Okay, some people were happy with not doing it. There's a challenge not here. Even in IIMs, also anywhere, big institution where case studies are there. They at least 50% will try to escape the book by not doing anything or making 2 points and keeping quiet. Right? This is there everywhere. When I did some of my other known people and contacts and from other big institutions, they do share. We also have the same chai.
Yes, sir.
But they don't innovate much as I do.
Yeah.
So, as you might be aware, recently we had a AI summit hosted by Delhi. So we had many people like policy makers, tech experts, and etc. And Jidip, you have also seen there has been the implementations or how there would be a change in the education space or how it helpful for students. So, what would you like to say, like how AI will influence students or education sector as a whole?
See, if you take AI in education, it was one of the most important areas where it's likely to affect because it will help you to curate the teaching methodologies better. You have with so-called software content for the teaching and all. That is one big. Well, answering the question and all that is there for the student per se. When you talk about deliverables, like it's for example, a subject, who makes the difference for the subject is the faculty. Correct? So this tool can make that so faculty related tool much better because the possibility of explaining in different forms. So that's where it's going to impact the education. Of course, the AI summit, whatever we had in Delhi, is more about ensuring that there is a level playing field for everyone as far as this technology access. So you all know about the digital divide.
Yes.
Okay, that digital divide is still there. The access to
Yes, sir.
digital technologies. Now tomorrow this in that digital achieve an AI divide, and that area they don't want it to happen. So the fruits of that technology is available for almost all the people at a particular level, and it doesn't get concentrated to few, and then thereby they try to twist the entire globe. That is not that's not a good way to do it. So that's what I think they try to the mana whatever the ODS.
Yes.
So that's what it means.
That changed my perspective about this. Did you definitely sit in my head now?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about the one feature that I found in AI. I know if you're aware of this, there's a more study and learning on in ChatGPT. Okay. It is not just where you ask it a question and it gives you answer. It meets you, it tells you the process, steps that you need to follow. It makes you do it, and then it'll ask you what is the answer. So now that we have an AI or a software there, it's not just giving you answers, but also rather than teaching you. So how would you see this? And do you see this thing? This can go up a very long way, or this is just a small gimmick?
Well, see, people are applying the same process of the entire algorithm which is AI has in different fields. It will take time for it to come into almost every AI. Like you have Excel AI, Excel is included, Copilot is there in Word.
Yes.
Plus that we have already everywhere there is a certain amount of inclusion. As far as I'm concerned, I don't do much of ChatGPT or AI for me. Why? We are not so good in typing, so I use that for typing. So I ask it to type certain thing, I change the content myself. Then beyond that, AI is very limited. I did try to create some imagination visuals earlier and all that, and that is where I mean, it's like prompt engineering. So we mastered that. And then after I left it, I didn't want to, that's not my cup of tea. Not I want to doing that. So these things are very useful in terms of whatever tool which will help in learning. In the process of learning are always good. There is no two ways about it. But if you don't put an effort and rely only on the solution given by them, then you are going to having a problem.
Yes.
In fact, there is a study by MIT, which is Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They said if you go on doing these AI lessons everywhere, down the line we'll have a society of idiots.
Yeah, yes.
Where what are the idiots mean? They are unable to process their thought thinking. They are unable to do anything proper. So this is the challenge we have. So we need to draw a line. So as everyone, be the stakeholders you can call, or everyone, if it's an education sector, right from the institution to the student, to the faculty, to the government, everybody, to ensure that there is a balance on that. Yeah. And of course, we have tools to find out what they are doing and all that. But still, as a learning process, do that. And similarly, especially when you talk about young children and all that, and visual media is one very impactful media,
Yeah.
AI can be of a great help in learning, both in terms of many. Of course, there is one challenge that is there. Somebody should vet the content. That is what we need to see. Otherwise, there is every possibility of people getting misguided. Same thing, because visual media, we tend to believe everything.
Yes.
So that's a challenge.
my mind stuck with the price of the product is of idiots. Because honestly, if you think when we are using AI, the effort we did to give input to the AI, the same effort they put to solve the case study, maybe the better answer you get than it. So all students have to.
I'll tell you one. See, if you put an effort and then try to solve, maybe you don't think you can solve those.
Yeah.
But the effort is the experience that you have.
Yes, sir.
When you put it in AI, what will happen? Give you an answer.
Who take this as an answer? As you assume that you read it also. And you are, okay, this is the answer. That's what you think. But it will never be with you forever.
Yes.
Okay. That's the best thing. If you make an effort, it remains permanent. What remains permanent? The experience of unraveling an issue. That is what will remain.
Yes.
Not the answer for the case.
Yes, sir. Let's start putting efforts at least from tomorrow.
I change my gear. Okay, from now on, I'm asking, okay, you're not done work.
My personal interest is in consulting, sir, because consulting sounds very interesting, and also at the same time very confusing since we have don't have much experience in it. And now maybe we are trying to take more insights from you because you already had like loads of experience in consulting. So, from a general management perspective, a student entered into a consultant role, and is that like this process which keeps on evolving and he learns a job, or any particular specialization that he has to take to enter into a consulting firm?
See, if you want to be consultant, and I think it will take a little time for you to really put in the shoes as a real consultant.
Yes.
That's the first step. But there's a process which you need to pick up. Because when you are taking a role of a consultant, it's like going to a doctor and asking for a prescription. If the doctor doesn't have an experience, and we hesitate a lot to take it. So similarly, consultant also requires certain amount of exposure of the industry. I mean, you're interested in it. So, and it is no domain experience. It's just a broader general management experience. So the more broader version or a perspective about all the management functions, then we can start thinking in that.
Yes.
Okay, there may be some verticals you are very experienced in insurance or in risk management. So you can make a consulting role there. Then okay, that is only the domain consultant. It's like going to a surgeon specialist in heart surgery. Okay, but a consultant is like a general physician.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Okay, he should understand all problems. He should be able to solve everything, and he should guide you to go to which direction you get a resolution of a health issue. So it takes time. People who want to be in that space of consulting, most important is that something you need to get a pedigree. That is some credentials you need to have. That means where you work, with which company you work. But there are many big companies who are there in the consulting space. And we have to get into that. Then last phase in your life, maybe you are an independent consultant. So we are getting into a consulting role in a company. Later on, you can become a consultant on an individual space.
Okay.
Then you have your own credentials. You can do. Then it's a larger. People will look at you for, with this problem I have, so why not I consult so and so, so and so. And it's there in the ecosystem. People will understand. And these are all those on referrals. It's not going where you're going to be pitching. Okay, I am so and so. I'd like to consult people. So when they have problem, they sound people, and then we look. If you are in the right area, then they can definitely reach out to you. So it's not that simple, but very exciting. Why? Because every time you interact, it's a new problem and a new issue. So there is no repetition. Yes. That is a challenging part of consulting. You look at me, say, this is interact, no talk or anything. This is where we get the opportunity to interact with so many different industries.
Yes, that's true.
That's the neat thing. So that is what he absorbed. And that will help you. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm not saying it's very difficult. Get into that space, take a smaller role, join a small company which is doing, then learn the nuances of the trade and turn to what is required. Of course, consulting requires very good analytical skills, very good communication skills, and report writing. So because ultimately you have to give a report.
Yes.
So these three combo has to be there. Apart from, okay, you need to be very dynamic in that space.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will not look at you.
Definitely, yeah. So now that gave me a good clarity of what skill I need to enter into that industry right now.
So we had covered so much in this podcast. We talked about DI, we talked about insurance, in marketing, and finally we spoke about consulting. And with this, I would like to conclude today's the podcast. And finally, the first episode of B-Cube Din Dimato discussion has come to an end. Thank you so much for being here with us today, sir.
I'm present. Thank you very much.
Honestly, it felt very incredible to have this intense discussion with you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Right.
Harshad, bye. What a wonderful episode it is. He had gave us many more insights which changed my whole perspective of every band segment. I loved it.
Oh, I loved it way too much as well. It was so informative, and it just opened my mind on how many things are being viewed. And I'm pretty sure many of our viewers as well have learned many things and hopefully found their interest towards insurance as well.
And if you love it, please share it with your friends and come back again because the show has just begun. So now, we're wrapping up the first episode of D-Cube, Dil Dimag or Discussions. Keep your dil little open and dimag yet wide and discussions real for the next episode. Stay tuned. Signing off. Shawanti.
And I'm Harshit. Hope to see you guys again in the next episode. Thank you all. Bye-bye.